Well, by popular demand, it seems that my viewers are sending back into the nightmare realm of public safety announcements, also known as PSAs. In case you missed my first video, there'll be a link in the description. I mean, you probably don't even need one because it's the only other upload on my channel as of now. But PSAs stands for public safety announcement, like I said, and they were in the forms of advertisements, posters, or short films released to the public, usually on national live television, in order to convey a sort of message to the audience. This could be about, drugs, fire safety, trying to prevent child abuse, animal abuse, all that kind of thing. There's a PSA for almost everything, I would say, all the main things that people in our society need to be wary of. If you thought the iceberg stopped at cartoon, ventriloquist, and the talking doll, it certainly goes way deeper. I've started watching PSA compilations so that I can get the raw feeling of watching these for the first time with no context, and most of these are from those compilations. Much like the first video, there's going to be a warning here for the following topics, and I have to guarantee this video's content will be significantly darker than the first video. The first video had a couple ones that weren't too bad, like the Hanna-Barbera anti-drug one wasn't too bad. But this video is going to have a lot more that are very heavy. However, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. There's 14 PSAs here. My first video had 13, but there's 14 here. All of these are going to be pretty random order until the last 5 or 6, where they're going to get progressively more dark and disturbing. I have saved the worst of the worst for last. The last PSA I'm going to talk about is extremely notorious and very, very disturbing, so we'll see when we get there. And obviously there is some graphic material in this video and some of the PSAs which I will censor, so don't worry about having to look away or anything. And if there's any jump scare warnings, I will give you them as well. There's possible that I could do a part 3 to this because there is a couple PSAs that I didn't include in this one. But yeah, leave a like if you enjoy and comment which PSA scared you the most out of these. But right before I get started, I want to thank you guys for the support on the last video. It really meant a lot to me, because right now my channel is pretty small and most of you watching are probably friends or people who I know. Could you maybe send this around to, in your friend groups, friend circles, just to get as many viewers and subscribers and likes and comments as we possibly can, so we can get on the algorithm. Most people thought that the cartoon PSA was the creepiest, and I think that's honestly fair. That one is extremely genius in how terrifying it is. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get straight into the list of PSAs that keep me up at night, part 2. Mums overdosing. Mums Overdosing was a series of 3 PSAs that were created by the Youth Ambassadors KC. This was a company based in America that aimed to use Sesame Street, Jim Henson style puppetry and musical songs in order to educate kids about things and behaviors that they needed to be wary of. This one focuses on overdosing. However, one of them focuses on what you should do if you get in a gunfight, how should you get away, and the other PSA focuses on what you should do when there's little food in your house. Now, these PSAs are really clever because, okay, I'm just going to remind you lot quickly, I'm not going to spoil anything. Just like the last video, no spoilers here, all the PSAs are going to be genuine. However, I want to point out one interesting detail about these PSAs. The practices demonstrated in the video are usually quite sad, and then at the end of the PSA, there's a little message that is like, no kid should have to learn this, which is actually quite I wouldn't say like a twist ending, but it is a little bit. And it's a really good PSA. I really like this one. If I'm being honest, I picked this one because I think I like the song the most, even though obviously it's talking about a really dark subject. But anyways, here is the PSA.
Another lesson from my neighborhood. Do you know how to tell if mom is overdosing on drugs? If your mom shoots dope every day like mine, you can only help her if you know the signs of an overdose.
An overdose?
Yes, an overdose. Don't call the ambulance if you're in doubt, unless she shakes uncontrollably or foams at the mouth. That's an overdose.
Okay, that's an overdose.
That's an overdose.
You could find her on the floor or find her in bed, and if you know what to do, she won't end up dead of an overdose.
Really?
Yes, an overdose.
Oh, I don't know.
The signs of danger are simple to see. If she's twitching and seizing and can barely breathe, that's an overdose.
Yeah.
That's an overdose. That's an overdose. Mom always knows best.
Monsters. Monsters was a PSA that was created by Fragile Childhood, and this PSA centers on the effects of alcohol. I really love this PSA. I think that this one is absolutely... Is it like super scary? Honestly, no, because the thing that I won't spoil, I feel like they are kind of like cliche. You'll see what I mean when you watch it, but I feel like they're not really that creepy. But I think that the way that the message is delivered and the pacing of the advert is absolutely genius. This is honestly one of the most effective PSAs I think I have ever seen. It's just really quite thought-provoking and sad, and also it's just well made. So yeah, Fragile Childhood, Monsters, here is the PSA. Kit Kat. Yes, this is about the chocolate brand. This PSA was created by Greenpeace. This PSA was created in order to stop Nestle from buying palm oil from companies that harm wildlife, such as orangutans. This PSA is very shocking. Just gonna warn you, I'm gonna have to censor it. So, yeah, but I think it's really effective, and it's a good PSA that definitely does its job and definitely gets you thinking whenever you choose to have a break and eat a Kit Kat. So without further ado, here is the PSA. I've never seen this PSA get talked about in any ice bugs or like videos ever. I think this one is really quite good. This is the first NSPCC PSA on the list. If you guys have watched the last video, they made the ventriloquist one, the cartoon one, and the talking doll. You know the kind of thing that's coming. This one, I'll admit, I wasn't really into it at the start, but then by the time I finished it, I was like, damn, that was really effective. It follows a series of children who have the ability to say click, which conjures up these creatures and magical objects into their environment. However, you know, it's a PSA about child abuse, so you'll see where that goes when I show you it, because I'm not going to spoil it. I think, honestly, the last couple seconds of this one genuinely are so intense and scary, and it almost puts you in the shoes of the kids, and definitely evokes heavy sympathy. But I mean, that's kind of what the NSPCC do. They are just so good at making you feel bad and making you want to donate. Like I said in the last video, I kind of think that's like the point of PSAs. Anyway, enough blabbering. Here is the PSA.
She can't change things with a click. You can at bethefullstop.com.
Searching. I honestly don't know who made this PSA. It came out in 1974, and I find this one to be absolutely chilling. This one, it's quite slow paced, but it's really effective, and I really think, yeah, the visuals are creepy, but for me, the sound design in this one, no, it's horrible. It's, like I said, I used this word a lot in my last video, it's harrowing. I find it very just uncomfortable watching this one. I don't know if I should put jump scare warning, maybe turn, I'm not gonna deliberately put a warning or a countdown like I did last time with the double bed PSA, but I would tone your volume down just a tiny bit because it is a bit loud, because it heavily relies on audio. Yeah, here is the PSA.
Please keep matches away from children.
Hit. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but RSPCA, which is the pet company, in case you guys forgot, they also are based in Australia, and this is one of their PSAs from Australia. Most of the ones in Australia are fairly heartwarming, and they have a sort of good ending. This one sent like an icy chill down my spine when I watched it for the first time, because what it does is extremely sad. It's kind of, I'd say, censoring themselves. Like I always say with the RSPCA ones, if you're a dog lover, then please be ready, because this one, do I absolutely hate it as much as My Little Puppy or Doggy in the Window? Maybe not, but it's just so heartbreaking. So here is the PSA. Eye candy. This PSA released in the Netherlands, and it's a pretty different one. I don't really think I've talked about any drug PSAs here before, besides obviously mums overdosing, as well as the Hanna-Barbera one in the last video. But there is a couple more, there is a lot of drug related ones in this video actually. This one isn't scary, but it isn't visually scary, but it does have some nasty implications when you realize what it's getting at. This video is kind of aimed at showing adults how kids see products that would be dangerous to them. For example, bleach. In a kind of advertisement sort of way. It's kind of similar to My Little Puppy, but I think this one is not really creepy. I kind of just put it on here because I thought it was a fantastic, extremely efficient way of advertising this kind of thing to parents who should be more careful. So here is the PSA. Nightclub. This was part of a small campaign proposed by the Health Education Authority. This is the first of 2 PSAs, but I'm only going to show this one because I honestly find this one creepier. I don't know why. I just think it is. I'm not going to tell you what I can't tell you what this one is about, because if I do, then it won't be effective. But there's something about the audio in this one, and kind of fear for the main characters is quite intense. I'm not going to say jump scare warning because it's not loud, but just be ready, because this one did catch me out the first time I watched it, because I completely did not expect the thing to happen, and also the look on the protagonist's face at the end is pretty creepy as well. So here is the PSA.
Do you want to go and sit down on a bit hot? Yeah, pass your drink. Do you fancy coming back to my place?
NHS anti-smoking PSAs. There's no exact names for these. I think one of them is called mutations. Maybe they're both called mutations. This is a difficult one because I should censor it, but I can't, because if I censored the whole PSA, there would... Oh my god. My dad just whistled to my dog and it genuinely made me jump. See, talking about PSAs puts me on edge so much. It's horrible. You guys are putting me through pain. I'm joking. These ones are really just quite gross. If I censored it, then there would be no point in even showing you it. Yeah, these PSAs are meant to put smokers off of smoking, and I think they do a fantastic job, especially the second one where the guy's in the park. It's really gross, and you know, I just think it's effective, and it was the NHS pretty big company. These came out 2018, 19, maybe slightly earlier. Pretty long campaign, there's quite a few like this, but I think that these two are the creepiest ones. So here they are.
Every 15 cigarettes you smoke will cause a mutation in your body. Mutations are how cancer starts. If you could see the damage, you'd stop. To find the best way to quit, search Smoke Free.
Come on, Dad. So boring, you know.
When you smoke, toxins attack your insides, causing your body to rot. Every cigarette rots you from the inside out. Search Smoke Free for free quitting support.
Stairs. May I remind you, we are now entering the top 5. I think that these next 5 are extremely disturbing and morbid. So if you're going to get really sensitive, then be careful, but let's get on with it. This was a PSA released by Futures Without Violence. It was against domestic abuse in homes and how it affects other people living in the house. The acting in this PSA might be some of the best I have ever seen. I mean, the only really good example of acting in a PSA that I've watched would maybe be the Preventit.ca ones, the Cook one where she's screaming at the end. That's almost sounds real, but the acting between the two adults in this one is fantastic, and it's just the fact that you don't actually see anything that makes it so hard to watch. And the final sentence at the end is really quite sad. I feel like one day someone's gonna mock me for saying, be prepared, this is really heavy at the end of, before I show you guys every PSA. But for this one, I genuinely mean it. This is one of the most uncomfortable PSAs I have ever watched, and it is absolutely horrific, but here it is.
Where's dinner?
Well, I thought you'd be home a couple of hours ago, and I put everything away.
What is this? Pizza?
You had just called me. I would have known what...
Dinner ready is pizza.
Honey, please don't be so loud. Please don't... Let go of me!
Get in the kitchen!
No!
Do you want to see what hurts? That's what hurts! That's what hurts!
Oh, please!
For information, call 1-800-END-ABUSE.
The shit kids say. This was released by the NSPCC, and again, I found this in the same compilation that I found Click. I never see people talk about this one, but it takes a very slow, dark turn, but it's really effective, and the message that it gets across is great. And it's just like, there's no acting done here. This is just such a heartbreaking PSA, because all the things that these kids are saying are genuine, and when it really starts getting quite dark, it really catches you out. I don't think this one is as intense as Stairs, but it's a minute and a half. It's like literally the longest PSA on the whole list. So here is the PSA, and yeah.
Rabbits are scary. They're like, and it's like they're looking for people to eat, and I don't really like it. Are pigs are pankies and boy pigs? I was 6 on the 50th of November. Do babies' mummies teach them how to laugh, or do they know already? Banana skin doesn't really fit a face. I can't help getting hurt. I'm too big for my boots. Darlene's having a bunker. Having a bunker, Mummy. You like it. I don't have a bedtime because my mum doesn't get back till really late. Having a bunker. Sausage! You're doing my head in! I'm warning you! Can I go to your house? Why? Because I don't want to go back to my house. I'm a mistake. So was my fault. Daddy banged my house on the floor. I'm a little cow. I'm a little cow. I'm a little cow. It's a secret I'm not allowed to tell.
Countdown. I really hate this one. I don't know why. There's something about this one and how abstract the art style is really throws me off. And again, everything you're seeing is real. It's not John Carpenter's The Thing. There's no practical effects. Everything is real. And this one's about fireworks. And, you know, there's actually a lot of firework PSAs, and they all kind of follow the same thing. And this one was made by Sire in the Netherlands in 1997. I feel like they don't really make PSAs on fireworks anymore, but this one, when I was watching a compilation yesterday, and this one really put me off because it's just so grim. But I don't know how to put it. It's just, I would call this PSA sadistic, but it is good advertising. It's very, very good advertising. So here is the PSA.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can't look. Okay, I'm gonna have to give a heavy content warning for this one. This is potentially the most disturbing PSA, not only this list, but on the other list as well. NSPCC, so you know what's coming, but this one is just so bleak, and I'm getting goosebumps like thinking about it, but I never get used to this one, and it really hurts to know that some kids are being treated this way. It absolutely breaks my heart. It is just so sad. So bear in mind that this is an extremely heavy one, and it covers a lot of topics in one video, but here is the PSA.
Smash your face against that cot if you don't shut your screaming no!
Come and sit over here.
You're brainless, you're stupid, you're no child of mine!
Mummy, where are you? I don't like being on my own.
Daddy, don't do this. Daddy, you're hurting me. Please stop. Daddy, stop.
Bonus PSA. I literally just saw this one in a compilation, and now I feel like I have to include it because it is just extremely sad and also very creative. This PSA is called Car Park. It was released by the company Calm in 2006 in the UK. This PSA really utilizes the message that no matter how jolly or happy or anything, however emotional anyone is, we should always check up on them because you never know what someone could be going through. And I honestly think that is a message that needs to be repeated in society because so many people every year choose to take their own life, and it is really sad. And this PSA is absolutely genius. So yeah, here is the PSA. Well guys, that's the end of the second roundup of creepy PSAs. I hope you enjoyed this one, potentially more than the first one. Or maybe you didn't, because the PSAs in this one were arguably much more disturbing. If you guys would like to see a part 3, then let me know in the comments, and don't forget to tell me which PSA creeped you out the most. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, it will really help the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.